we threw them out the building this way, and the wind hit them, because we watched the thing fly all the way to Santa Island.
It's a Hawaii thing.
How's it going? Welcome to It's a Hawaii Thing. You got Lanai, and that's Brooke Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, tell everybody what this is real quick before we introduce our guests.
It's
These are
bougie,
nice.
bougie bottles.
Yes, very nice.
Local girl made them.
Go get a bougie bottle.
They're a new sponsor.
Yeah. Thank you to Bougie Bottle. Also, hey, you got to go pick up our new T-shirts. We did a collab with 88 Tees.
Oh, those are nice. I didn't see them till now.
So nice.
Oh, look at that in the back.
Me and Avian and Brooke helped design these.
Aw,
Look at these.
Look at us with our podcast.
I think those are us.
Is
yeah.
it?
I think that's us. Go pick one up at 88 Tees.
Whoop, whoop.
Support Brooke's college fund and my kids' college fund as well. Today we have a very special guest. You guys are cousins, how?
Yeah. Molokai East Side.
Molokai East Side?
Maui.
Yeah, like through mom, dad, how? What's the line? Dad's side.
Yeah.
He's won multiple Hōkū Hanohano awards. I think it was 2007. You got like Song of the Year, Artist of the Year. You won all of them.
All of them.
In 2007. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kawika Kahiapo. How are you?
Hi, cousin.
How you guys?
Thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here.
What you been up to?
Well, we did a couple of tours in recent months with my new group, Kula Evi.
Nice.
Lehu Kalima and Sean Pimentel.
Yeah.
I'm remodeling my house, laying flooring.
Oh,
My knees are sore.
You got to get knee pads.
Busy.
I got them, but I don't put them on.
You got to put knee pads on. I have a friend who does carpet, that's why. And he has like knee pads everywhere. I'm like, are you playing volleyball? What's going on? He's like, it's when I lay carpet. But because he always loses them, I guess. So he has like 20 knee pads everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
One in the truck, one in the car, one in the house.
Nice.
Anyway, how's it playing music again?
It's good. It's going well. You know, I'm just happy to be rolling back. And
You didn't stop, though. During the pandemic, you just went online.
yeah, I went online with the Outrigger Resorts platform.
Yeah.
And
You were
that
one of
thing-
the first, right?
That thing went all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People checking in from like Kuwait, China,
Yeah.
Australia.
They wanted to see Hawaii too. So was it a camera they put up on Facebook?
I set up my phone.
Okay.
And it just fed it through their feed, and on their platform they sent it out.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it literally was like the world shut down March, whatever. And like within days, they were up and
Yeah, I remember seeing it.
and then everybody else went, oh, we can do that?
I know, because like I was thinking, first run, put up the camera. Like I was gonna do like half an hour, like 5 minutes in, all the different countries.
Right.
Yeah.
Hawaiian music, slack key. So I decided I'll do an hour. I did 2 hours that day.
Good.
Venmo was off the hook, like
Yeah.
$2,000.
And then Outrigger, because I interviewed somebody with Outrigger right after the pandemic hit. They said they just kept you guys on.
Yeah,
You were like gigging regular, like if you had gone
Totally.
into the hotel, but you guys were doing it virtual.
Yeah. So we did one whole year from like I want to say late March, early April of 2020.
You did
Yeah.
it from their stage, the one by
From
the pool?
from my
from their
backyard.
own.
Your backyard.
But the important thing was that Outrigger supported the musicians
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah.
I danced to Halekulani. We were cut
Yeah.
loose. Like you're gone you're not gigging.
Yeah.
So they were letting them gig and they were still paying them.
So I was on my porch with the Waimānalo mountains behind me and my Hawaiian
Yeah.
flag flying. People just,
I know Ruben and I did Kelly Boy and Roman and who else was there? Josh Tatofi.
literally from the
we
yard.
did a live
yeah?
from Kelly Boy's yard.
Oh, his backyard.
Yeah. With the mountains behind. That was cool. Yeah, you got to pivot, right?
Yeah.
So when you're not playing music, you're doing construction? Or you just do your own construction?
And helping my wife in the garden in the backyard.
But like, that's like he's not for hire Hawaii. Like he's doing his own construction for your own
For your own
kuleana.
house, yeah.
I used to be for hire, but not anymore.
Yeah,
Just
I mean he's a full-time musician.
all
and
the
then
honeydew
he's,
stuff around the house.
Yeah.
So the house looks like a mansion now. It looks like a palace.
It will one day.
Yeah. What do you like to listen to when you're not playing Hawaiian music? Is there anything different?
Dude, I like the oldies. I like stuff from the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Mellow rock, old school stuff like Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Yeah.
CCR.
Because he's on the radio again now, right?
Yeah, but I'm doing 80s and 90s.
Dude.
Yeah.
But it's your old Traffic Jam. What is it called?
Yeah. The Traffic Jam. When you used to be on with me.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. It's different now. Different. I mean, the music's the same, which is cool. But yeah, just radio in general. So everyone's I don't know how many people are actually listening because everyone has Spotify and everything else, right? But it's been fun to listen to all the old school music.
I'm making my kids listen to you because we're on the drive homes and stuff. And they don't understand it because like when the commercials come on, like, how do I turn the page? How do I turn the page? How do I turn the page on the dials? So
they want to swipe the screen.
They don't understand that it's analog works. And that's just, you play it out. The commercial got to get through to the next song.
And then, the younger generation doesn't realize how key radio was for musicians.
It was.
It was the only outlet.
Yeah.
And even like you, back in the day, you were working in radio when it was still analog, right?
Yeah. I was playing records. And went records to CDs to carts. To digital. And then it went to computers now. That's why it's taken me
so long.
It's like 3 weeks now, and I'm still trying to figure out how this stuff works.
I'm like, where do I stick there's nothing.
What's funny is half the building I hired in radio. And they're all been there for 20 years now. Wow. And they're teaching me how to use the equipment, which is kind of embarrassing.
It's the circle of life.
It is. We're talking story with Kawika. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more It's a Hawaii Thing. Bringing you what matters. Viewers can receive the Star Advertiser digital full access subscription for just $9.95 per month. Go to staradvertiser.com and click on subscribe. Use the code AHITHING. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Kawika hanging out with us. We're talking music. We're talking about old school stuff. What did you listen to when you were growing up?
Gabby.
Yeah.
Sunday Manoa. Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent, that's a mix.
Aerosmith.
Yeah.
But my probably most often spinned LP was Earl Clue.
Really?
Wow.
Like just that nylon guitar jazz stuff. So that years of that influences my slack key now.
Yeah.
That.
For people who don't know what slack key is, explain the elevator pitch. What is slack key?
Alternative tuning is the most often, take the key, tune it down, or slack it, which is kiho'alu, and that's kind of like that thing is from the vaqueros who brought it to Hawaii, the guitar. Hawaiians kind of did the thing. Then Hawaiians started migrating to the West Coast and beyond, and so
was it by accident that they did? Some of the kapunas say it was by accident that they figured out that sound when they started tuning it.
It was because what's known to guitar guys as 440 tuning, which is E, A, D, G, B, E. We were like, this is the Hawaiian thing. Give Hawaiians something, and they hybrid the thing, right?
Yeah.
So the tuning was to basically slack it so the entire thing is just one full chord all alone without your left hand on the fretboard.
And this was introduced to us by the Spanish when they came over and brought cattle. Yeah. And also because Spain was next to Portugal, that's how the Portuguese came, and they brought the ukulele as well, right?
Well, it wasn't called the ukulele. It was a different type of instrument, and it became ukulele here.
Ukulele jumping flea.
Yeah.
Now, did you learn ukulele first, or did you learn?
I did. I learned ukulele. My dad taught me ukulele when I was like 8 years old.
Uh-huh.
And old school is sit down, boy.
Yeah.
Put the ukulele, taught me a couple of songs, and like 2 years later when I was like 10, sit down, boy. Put the guitar in my lap. It was tuned to slack key. I had 0 inches, so the guitar's against my body. And before he walks away, he leans over and he strums it like this.
You felt it.
Some kind of spiritual moment, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to do this. And I started playing slack key from 10 years old.
Now, was he teaching you notes, or were you just teaching you how to
He was just
jam?
teaching me movements like scales, arpeggios, up and down, ascending, descending. It's like the typical Ray Kane, Leadwood sounding stuff.
Yeah.
Which is what I started playing with. And then first 5 years, only slack key. And then started playing with some guys in high school and got more into the contemporary side, with Olomana and Kalapana, all of that coming out.
Yeah. Where did you go to high school?
Castle.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and
the arts.
Were you the
78?
Were you the boy sitting under the tree with the ukulele and the guitar?
Cut class, sat under the tree.
Was Ron Bright there yet?
Ron Bright was there. He was the most inspirational guy for so many, probably thousands of people.
Yeah.
Over the years that their lives were changed by being mentored under that guy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, a lot of arts.
We need to bring these programs back, man. There's so many schools getting rid of music. It's so sad. It's expensive. That's why any excuse, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so they don't test it.
Back.
So if it's not on the test, then they don't.
I think I was talking. I can't remember who I was talking to. We were on the road. Maybe it was Kelly Boy. Obviously, Kapena has a school now.
Yeah.
But we were talking about how do you get all the musicians together to give back a piece of their royalty or anything, so it goes back to the schools. You know, like if you got almost like forming a union, I guess, or something like that. But how do you get these schools to afford instruments?
I don't know if the
again?
musicians should have to do that, because the musicians have a hard enough time getting the gigs and controlling their own.
Honestly, if you put everyone together, though, it's different, right? You create a movement, not just one musician. It has to be everybody.
Because I think it's on I think it's on DBED. I think it's on Hawaii Tourism. I think it's on them, because on the backs of all of these musicians, they are the ones that are out there pushing Aloha Spirit, pushing all of that stuff. That's where that connection
But I don't think
into.
the government is going to, DBED, it's all government. That's not going to happen anymore. If we created a movement and you got the big names to help with that movement, I think it'd be huge.
It's funny you mentioned that, because recently I've been having conversations with Sean Pimentel, and they did some big thing on the Big Island like a month ago with Gaylord Holomalia. And we're talking about how we can reshape or revisit the solidarity of like what used to be the Musicians Union.
Yeah.
And so all of those topics come up, like mentoring, giving back, programs where we can like serve the community, but at the same time just keep generating some kind of income revenue.
Well, and my theory is if you all got together and created the movement, you're going to get the grants to follow, because there's so many grants. I think because of the pandemic, just last year, there was like $1 billion in grants for cultural arts, music, all of that. And no one claimed it because it's not the easiest thing to claim.
What is the Musicians Union doing now?
It's different. It's not like, well, we got to take a break. We'll ask you about what you think in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Kawika hanging out with us. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back. Long's Drugs is always here for Hawaii, providing your family with their local favorites, accessible health and wellness services to keep you safe and healthy. Make Long's a part of your day. For all your money needs, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union is here for you. Visit hificu.com. Homeworld, locally owned and quality brands. Let us help you create your perfect home. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Kawika hanging out with us. We're talking about music and unions, and before the break, union. What is the music now?
I know that the Musicians Union, I used to use them when I was gigging in Waikiki before I left to do all the other stuff. I used to take my paychecks over there where the SAG place used to be, where Ultras is now, and I would give them my hula paycheck, and they would take the taxes out for me and payroll it for me. And then that way I wouldn't get whapped at the end of the year, because what is a 17, 18-year-old know about paying taxes? And then at the end of the year, they sent you a W-2, and then you would be able to get money back or not because you don't make enough, whatever. But they would payroll me at that union, at the Musicians Union.
Is that how it is now still?
Well, I've been in this business 42 years now. And the only union band and union house I played in ever was at Palani Vaughn at Alamana Hotel.
Really?
So he kind of facilitated and managed all the all the income, the payments coming from the hotel. Then he would break it down, do the union stuff, and pay us the paycheck after that. But that whole thing with the Musicians Union is, if at the time back then, if you were an active union member, you pretty much they were like, you had to go play in a union house venue, and not everyone was.
Yeah.
Because there weren't a lot of union houses.
Yeah, and so it's like that's a whole thing that most musicians have been struggling with since I think the 60s or even 50s, was just how do you get to a union house, follow all the protocols and criteria, and yet still earn enough money to put food.
Well, the actors do it, right? And they have their own. I mean, look like Leonardo. He has his own nonprofit. Of course, he has so much money. He needs the nonprofit. But what they're doing with their money is what I think Hawaii artists can do. And then once you start doing it, and it's not that every artist has to give a big percentage of their check.
There isn't a lot to give.
Yeah, it's just creating a movement so you get the grants.
But that's where Hara can come
you know
in.
what I mean?
That's where,
but
Academy Recording Arts
a little
come
old,
in
a little old movement on that side. So the younger guy's going to have to do it, the next generation is going to have to do it now, or else not going to have.
Right.
Because originally it was supposed to be about, the Musicians Union was supposed to be about being able to give them dental and health and retirement, but it's hard to get everybody on board.
So one of the things we're talking about with Sean Pimentel is like how we can just focus on getting more services to the.
Yeah,
it's the grants.
I mean, even when Bozo passed away, when Roland Casimiro, I mean, every single time a major thing happens to a big musician, we're raising money. We're out there doing funds because they cannot pay for their dialysis, cannot pay for.
I think it's just going in the wrong direction. That's all. It just needs to be tuned a little bit. Because I've been learning about these grants the last couple of years, and there's a lot sitting there and nobody's claiming them. And it's not easy to claim, that's why.
No, I know. I'm writing grants. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But maybe that's the route. You got to have that conversation.
I think that's one of the answers, one of the routes to take for some people don't even know what options there are even out there for people to tap into.
What I was thinking, because, like we did the Pride for Philippines, and what we're doing is we're focusing on one project. So what we do is we brought all the Filipino celebrities together. They're not putting any of their money into it. They're just creating a movement. And now what's happening is, everyone's involved in that. Now the money's starting to come in to the movement.
Oh, I see.
So you guys are just creating the movement. You sit down with the grant writers, and then that's how it happens.
But then there needs to be a nonprofit attached to it, because you can't just write grants just to grant.
Yeah, you don't. But you don't have to have. You can use. You say Castle. You want to go and donate. The goal this year is to get 50 instruments to them. Right? You create that movement, people are going to start donating. Money goes straight to the high school. You guys are just being the spokespersons, and then you pick the next school or you pick the next one. So it doesn't necessarily have to go to you as a musician. It's going to the school.
True.
There's ways around it.
I think just being informed, because if you can collaboratively get all the rank and file together and put out some idea. Yeah. Maybe half of it. I tried the second year after Island 98.5, we got it going. I tried to get all the musicians together in a room. It turned into an argument because some of the record label guys were there, and that was a mess already. Was that the one in Kaneohe?
No, I did it at Ala Moana.
I see.
Yeah.
We did something like that at Sean Mosley's place in Kaneohe when there was some heated discussion.
Really?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, because you have these different buckets, You have the record label guys putting up money. Right now, I mean, everyone's their own record label now, so it's a little different. But this was 20 years ago. But that needs to happen again, I think. Just musicians.
Record labels?
No, just all the musicians get together without the labels, because they're their own label now. We got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back.
Get your house in order. Go to hificu.com and download the Ho'okele guidebook today. Since 1846, St. Louis School is where boys who want to change the world become the men who do. Visit stlouishawaii.org. Keep the noise and heat out and the AC in with exclusive Ali'i Extreme windows from Windows Hawaii. Visit trustwindowshawaii.com today.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Kawika hanging out with us. We're talking about music, Hawaiian music. And I didn't know you were a rocker.
They're all rockers on the inside.
On the inside, yeah.
Yeah.
Aerosmith. What else did you like?
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent was a little bit surprising for me.
Give me a Ted Nugent song.
Interesting, because we had this Boston stereo. We would stack like 5 LPs. One would be like Makala Sans No Cristo, Ted Nugent, Aerosmith, and Gabby.
What he's talking about is, kids, there was record players, and you could stack the records, and after one played, the needle would move, and then the next one would drop.
Little plastic disc.
It was very innovative at the time.
Go check out your local museum.
It's analog. You guys are all into that now. You guys have all the...
It's coming back.
Yeah. Who do you listen to now? Who do you like now, like up to date, like pop or anything?
There's nobody.
I'm not well versed at all with the latest music. Like my daughter will come and what's that? What are you talking about? She's like, this is the most hottest band, and and
she's
I'm
talking
like,
about BTS.
I'm clueless.
Do you know the K-pop stuff? The Korean
I know
groups?
of the K-pop stuff. I wouldn't be able to pick it off the radio if I heard it.
Sorry.
She's a BTS fan.
I'm a BTS.
Yeah, that's the
Army member.
Those Korean guys right there that wear makeup.
Yeah.
Why do you always have to point out the wearing makeup?
I remember those guys.
You remember those guys?
Yeah.
Our days was New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Your days was
now
Kiss.
BTS.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Kiss. We had Kiss albums.
You know what?
too.
I did like one Kiss song. Beth, what's it called? Beth, I hear you call.
Oh yeah.
That was a great song. I didn't know it was Kiss for like 20 years.
I love how you try to make it seem like you were New Kids on the Block era. You were not.
I broke all their music too.
You were an adult at the time, sir.
No, I was 18. Sorry.
That's an adult,
Me and
sir.
John Knight are the same age, and when they came to Hawaii,
first of all, it's Jordan,
we helped them.
not John.
John is the brother who's the one that didn't sing lead. Jordan was the lead singer. See, she doesn't know. Mm-hmm. But I used to tour with New Kids on the Block. So we used to hang out with them all the time.
Wow.
As a legal adult.
Yeah, I was 17.
You just said you were 18. Check the record.
Between 17 and 25 is when
Wait, you're about New Generation time too, right?
Yeah, me and New Generation
Maestro
came up at the
guys.
same time. Yeah.
Crazy.
We broke all their music.
Blackstreet.
Yeah.
No.
But we're talking about the local groups, New Generation.
Who was that local group that you were with?
New Generation.
No, the girls.
Forte. They came right after. They were like 4 or 5 years after.
Wait.
And then you had the girls from Waianae.
Yeah, who was the ones that went and signed with Babyface for a little while?
Yeah, Tenderoni. So we were with them. Yeah, Waianae.
Yeah.
2 sisters and 2 cousins.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 sisters and a cousin.
They had the sound.
Hey, I sat in the meeting where they signed the deal with Babyface.
No way.
It was amazing. Yeah, everyone cried.
Yeah.
I wasn't even part of it. I was crying. But I was actually there filming it, so.
Josh is opening for him soon, huh?
Yes, September 3rd.
Incredible.
You guys want some tickets? Babyface is coming to town.
That's what happens when you work in radio. See how that works?
We have some parting gifts, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, did you bring a guitar?
No, he's going to go to Makaha after this. He's got to travel
You have
light.
a guitar?
I don't.
Oh, shucks.
Okay.
We should leave a guitar here in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have one. It's in the car.
You get your own bougie bottle.
Hey, you get a water bottle. You gotta hydrate, Kawika.
You
gotta hydrate.
You get
can you give me the
Hi maka maka.
give me the manao for bougie?
Hi maka maka.
88 T's shirts. You get 3 of these.
Wow.
And we got your
Various
size too.
colors.
The merch.
Yes.
You get
Hey, this show isn't any small, just rinky-dink show.
Hawaiian Chip Company is a sponsor.
Yes. Thanks to Jimmy and the gang.
Huni Max is a sponsor.
Thanks to Jimmy and the gang down there at Hawaiian Chip Company.
We got Old Pully
Whiskey.
Road Whiskey.
Very good
is a
whiskey.
sponsor.
Wow.
Good for your mixed drinks.
I'm not a whiskey guy,
And
but this is
Pidgin Moji. Because
Yeah.
you got it.
Awesome.
We're gonna crack this open right now.
when I make char siu sauce. This is
There
my
you
name.
go.
I'm
right
opening
there.
yours.
There you
Sorry,
go.
I'm opening yours for you. But
Oh, you're
here,
gonna-
you gotta crack it open
And you gotta read
read a fortune.
You gotta read it in Pidgin, by the way.
It's in Pidgin.
Have you seen these yet? The cookie's pretty good too.
Not yet.
Yeah. Tell everybody your social media.
Maybe we got
While
a
you-
ramen one.
Open that. Oh, I like that
It
one.
is the
Kawika
ramen.
Kahiapo.net.
Yep.
Wow.
Kawika Kahiapo.net. He's also on Facebook a lot. And are you on Instagram?
No, I'm not on,
You're not on the gram?
Instagram.
All right.
Facebook
He is
a
in
lot.
spirit.
Okay, so
Go ahead and read
This
it.
is gonna be authentic. Turn up your guys'.
Pigeon Moji.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Don't rip
stuck
it.
in the cookie. Oh, there
okay.
you go.
Flip it. Hulimaka, flip it over.
Smack it up.
On the other
Flip
side.
it.
There you go.
Rub it down.
Nope.
Oh no. Go ahead. It's not easy.
WANDA. I wonder how fortune cookies taste so akamai.
See?
Hey, that's pretty good.
Right emphasis is on right
Yes,
syllables.
right
you
emphasis
see?
is. Yeah,
That's
good
how
job
that works,
there.
Hawaii.
So
Diction
Am I-
is key.
am I graded on enunciation?
You did
or-
very good.
or
Not everyone,
content?
not even the Bradas could read theirs
Dude.
straight. I think James did pretty good, but Tony didn't do
Tony
so well.
choked
Yeah.
straight up.
But thank you for coming on the show, Kaviks.
Thanks for
Thanks.
coming.
You guys follow
Thanks.
him on Facebook
Thanks
and
to all our
check out his
sponsors.
website. Support the local musicians, you guys. You can follow us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. We're going to go to the extended version.
He's gonna swear in
So
Pidgin.
you can see the rest of this interview. Go and check us out. And mahalo for watching. Follow us on the gram, too, at It's a Hawaii Thing. And pick up our new shirts at 88 Tees. 88 Tees. Go check them out. All right.
Bye.
See you guys next time. Ahui ho.
Aloha.
Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing, the extended version. Those
Extra.
of you on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, and you can get all the new shows that come out, a notification, and then hit the little bell. All right? That's all you got to do. Also, leave us a comment. We love to hear from you. Who would you like to see on the show? Kawika Kahiapo was hanging out with us, and we was talking about music and rock music.
I want to get into Kula Evi for a second because
Yeah.
this happened. What you guys are? How new are you?
And this is with Sean Pimentel.
Sean Pimentel and Lehua Kalima.
Yes.
From Naleo
Yeah.
to like we all branch out and do other stuff and collaborations. And a few years ago, Sean produced Lehua on her solo CD, and
yeah.
so they're starting to gig. And Sean was more just a guitar guy.
Yeah.
Lehua sang, and one day she said, "Boo, you gotta start singing." And he started singing, and he had vocals like just blew us all away, kind of,
Yeah.
Anyway,
He did a little short thing with Kalapana too.
He did, yeah. Kalapana, Hawaiian style band. He tours with Kili Raishao and Kawika Kahiapo. 3+, yeah. So I was doing Made in Hawaii a couple years ago with my bass player Joe Baranobis, and Sean was in the audience, and he was like, "Oh, I love how you guys sound." So he called Lehua. Then we got in a conversation on the phone. It's like, let's start a band. So I jumped in. They had some stuff pre-recorded. I came in, layered some tracks on top of that, and added some slack key in my voice. And this is one of the most synergistic bands I've been in my whole life.
Really?
Like less than a year, over a year, about a year?
Yeah, about a year.
About a year, right? You guys are still brand new-ish.
Yeah, still brand newish.
Did you release anything yet?
Yeah, a new CD called Kula Evi, Native Lands.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done 2 West Coast tours already, and planning some more stuff this summer and fall.
I was supposed to see you guys in San Francisco. This was like, I don't know, before the holidays.
Right.
Right? You guys were there?
Yeah.
Or was it
just
December?
so people know, because there are some rumors out there on the street. This wasn't something that was just, everybody not gigging because it's the pandemic. Like, this was a premeditated. You guys didn't just hooey together because everybody was like, there's no gigs, let's just start hooing together. You guys were thinking about doing this for a while because they'd already laid tracks.
Yeah. So the initial getting together, meeting of the minds was like 3 years ago.
Yeah. See, so the rumor mill can stop now. This was not a last minute firehouse sale of let's all get together and start gigging because, the gigs are coming back. It was, we're a band. We all have our own kuleana we're doing, but we're getting together and putting all of our eggs.
Do you remember your first gig? Where did you play at? That paid gig?
Yeah. I graduated high school 78 that summer. Started playing with Chucky Boy Chalk.
Oh, wow. So
I think he got in some strategic kind of idea where Noodle Shop is.
Yeah.
Where Uncle Mo used to play.
Oh, that's right.
Right across the street. There's this place, Aloha Surf Lounge.
Yes.
Boo.
Now it's an Aston.
One of the half-circle booths like this, there was no stage. So the half-circle booth, they took the table out.
And that was you guys.
We sat in the back of the booth with our feet dangling.
Wow.
And that was our stage. The first
best time of Hawaiian music.
Yeah, because there was music everywhere too. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Every hotel you could go, you just go hop.
Yeah.
So we'd just walk across the street, see Uncle Mo and Skip and Brother Is pull up in a big Ford Econoline van, and we go in the van.
And then Frank DeLima took over that room after.
Frank DeLima was there alternating. With Uncle Mo.
It was that long room. I remember. I was like,
I feel like
sixth grade or something.
To make a movie about that time of history of like Waikiki and what it was.
Remember we talked about what was the guy, the guest we had, the young boy, the director.
Alika?
Yes, didn't we talk about that with him? That time period would have been a good one. We also talked about it with Yuji because he was going around town in that time period too. From a Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melvin Lead came to Halekulani the other night and got up on stage and sang, and it was like, you just don't, like, it takes you back. Like, they just don't, that sound is
She blows my mind. She's like a cat with like 12 lives.
Yeah.
12 to 14.
Yeah. She's always looks good, sounds good.
Yeah.
And,
she's been doing the Facebook Live thing too. She does every Sunday or something.
Yeah.
She's got like 1,000 people on
and
her
nobody
watching her.
sounds like that.
Yeah. She still got it.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite to go watch in Waikiki when you were growing up?
When I was growing up, Sandwich Out Band, Cyril, Stephen Hall.
I never heard of them.
What's Sarah Pahinui?
Oh, okay. They were called Sandwich Isle Band?
Sandwich Isle Band. And they played at a place called Palm Garden in like Bishop Street. Old school, just classic island style venue. Skylark, Michael Alva, we all used to hang out. So the gang from like, Noodle Shop and Mike guys, we all Rolling Casimiro. We all had this.
And then KCCN was the gods back then. So when Skylark...
It's the only station.
When Skylark then would roll into a place, it was like...
Totally.
They run the joint.
There's no local place now outside of Waikiki.
No. All right. Well, no, I guess there's like Honeys, and then there's like Hibiscus Club, and there's like little pockets, but there's no joint.
But like a regular spot.
Well, like... All-in-One Hotel. We were in Kamaina room.
Yeah.
Malihini room was next door. Rap would be there. Olomana.
Oh, gosh.
Then Brothers Kaz came in and they flipped the room to Tropics. Upstairs was Melvin. Nate Kanai was in the lobby. Lohelani Cipriano was up. Ala Moana Hotel had like
hopping.
6 happening.
Yeah.
And then it became rumors. What's that happening?
Right. Exactly. You're right.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
True.
Remember those spots?
That's
True.
So
But we need a spot again. Well, Imua Lounge was almost getting there. And then before that, what was the other? Punani's? That was almost there.
Was kind of
Punani's.
Yeah. That was almost there, but it didn't quite make it to like what we're talking about.
Well,
I heard the hula hut's coming back.
Oh,
That's
really?
What I hear.
is Imua's happening again?
No, they're knocking down the whole building. The whole
The
block.
whole block is going to be a condo.
Those will be houses soon.
Yeah, they're ripping down that whole area.
Boxes, I'm sorry. On
Crazy.
boxes. Yeah. So maybe you guys got to find one place outside of, like a Chinatown area or somewhere that needs to have 6 nights of Hawaiian music.
Yeah, where people will love to go. I mean, like I'm at Outrigger Reef every Thursday.
Yeah.
And that's a resort thing, and Sean
Locals come there too, though.
A lot of locals come.
do go over there.
Yeah, and I will say, after I've been touring like the past 4 years, fans like the other night, guys come up to me, "Oh, I saw you in Chicago, Old Town of folk music." It was like 15 degrees. But these guys come, they got the shorts, Bermudas, and they're like, they didn't come in 2 years, and they love their Hawaiian music.
I was lucky enough to open for Henry and John Cruz for like a couple years, their summer tours, just doing West Coast.
Mainland.
Yeah, on the mainland.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because then you go see them at Duke's or you go see them here, and how many people from the mainland come and look for them.
No, exactly.
It's that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I did George Kahumoku's Slack Key show Wednesday night. Last Wednesday, and like half the crowd is like, they come and they book their tickets, and because we go to their neck of the woods, and they come looking for the shows. Yeah.
You played with some pretty big names. Is there anybody you want to play with that you haven't yet, or like to get in the studio with?
Funny you mentioned that. One of my goals is to try and get a project together with some local Slack Key guys and players, and do a collaboration of some of the young guys like Ron Artis, maybe Jack Johnson, Makana, do a Slack Key kind of bluesy thing with. I would love to get in the studio with Raikuda.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, because he was on the Gabby band, right?
Have you heard of Brass in LA?
No, I haven't.
So Brass is this promoter. I don't think it's going anymore, but 10, 15 years ago it was massive. Brass was this promoter who put all the best musicians from everyone's band together. But it was a jam session for like 6 hours.
And they would do secret places, you said,
Secret
right?
places once a month. And what they do is you just show up with your instrument and you jump on stage and you plug in. And there'd be 20 people just having a jam session.
And then you wouldn't know about it till the day. I mean, if you were to go, you wouldn't
know.
Yeah,
you'd get a text.
I actually saw a couple of sessions of that.
You get a text, but everyone would show up from Snoop Dogg to Drake because they were looking for musicians.
That's
right?
crazy.
So you had all these celebrities, so it was very tight. And it would be like only 400, 500 people. But I think that's how you do it. You just get everybody to do a jam session one day and you just announce it to all the musicians. Every musician can bring 20 people or whatever.
Oh, that's
and
incredible.
You find like a warehouse in Kaka'ako.
Yeah, I was like, because where are you going to put them?
You just a warehouse in Kaka'ako with good sound.
Well, you see that organic approach is like what Daryl Hall's doing. Daryl's house.
Yes.
I love that show.
It's awesome.
I love watching that
show.
because it's just everything's just so low key and just real because everyone's relaxed, right?
Yeah.
Then they go in the back and barbecue.
Yeah.
You should do something like that.
We can try to put it together. With somebody's house, maybe.
Yeah.
But you got to figure out a way where it's secret, but then you still charge so you guys make money. It's $20 to come or something.
I'd be willing to just do it for the sake of the fun.
But you create what Brass did was they created the hype, so people that didn't get in were mad. How come I didn't get the text? Or Prince was there. Like Prince actually showed up.
Crazy.
You had all the big name artists would show up to because their band members were playing in these jam sessions, and they had 2 drum sets set up, and the drummers would always rotate. They're like one drummer got a half an hour or whatever, and then the next drummer would go in. It was awesome.
I think why I like those guys like that platform is because the rigmarole of touring. Like when I'm on the road, I don't like all the transition of flight, air, ground. I love doing the show. The show is the best part.
But getting there is hard.
But these guys, I'm sure they think just getting off the grid and doing something organic like that is like not every musician gets to do it and hang with your peers.
You're building your community.
Exactly.
Totally.
Exactly.
Your music community. We should talk about doing it. Can you get some guys together?
No, yeah. If we get a place and a platform, that's totally doable.
Ruben, we shoot it.
We can get a place.
We can get a place. Yeah, easy to get a place.
This is easy.
So with that said, one quick thing is my friend Kylan Reese. You need to go look up Kate his website. He does the whole chronological history of Hawaiian music from the beginning to now, and how that all country, Western, blues,
all came from
all rock, all came from organic music in Hawaii. But he's working on a collaborative project with some big players. And
is he here?
He's based here locally.
So we should sit down and talk to him.
So he's with Martin Guitars. So he got them he came to my house.
There's our first sponsor.
We filmed a Gabby thing, and I played Gabby's guitar on my back porch.
Nice.
But Kylan is assembling a bunch of a lot of big time mainstream artists.
Yeah.
Like Vince Gill and stuff, and we're trying to get Jack in the studio, and I think John Cruz, a bunch of us would just one of these jam session type things with Martin Guitars.
One of the cool things is I saw at Brasses, when they did transitions, like when they would switch out the drummer and say the drummer was Dr. Dre's drummer, he would start doing a little different beat, right? And then a rapper would get up and he'd freestyle.
Crazy.
Wow. And he'd freestyle for like 20 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know why? Because at that level, when you hear it as a musician,
you know.
You can hear the sort of counter beat and alternate stuff that still fits the groove.
Right.
Yes.
So you come in with your thing, and it still fits.
Yeah. So I remember I've only been to one brass session, and they had I don't know if you remember Diggable Planets. One of the rappers was there, and then De La Soul. You remember De La Soul? One of the rappers were there, and they just jumped on and freestyled, and I was like, sounded like a jazz. It sounded like they were playing jazz, and they just jumped on and freestyled, and I was blown away.
I'm thinking of the Gabby remake, Ki'ilave.
Yeah.
Who was that local kind of group that?
Oh, yes.
They went full on techno.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just come right over that and start rapping.
I think even Def Tech did it.
Really?
In Japan, I think they even did a version. But yeah, I remember, God, who was that?
I have no idea.
We played it.
I'll pull that up and send you the link.
So crazy.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks
Congratulations.
for coming,
Thank you, cousin.
Congratulations on everything. And come back anytime. Let's talk about this jam.
Yeah, when you come back with a guitar, we can talk about maybe we post that jam.
Yeah, I'm thinking you call it the jam.
That'd be cool.
The jam.
And the logo's a guava jelly jar. Yeah, but all you guys are inside the jar.
Trying to get out.
So we should sit down and talk to Sean.
It'll be reminiscent of that jam Gabby did with his boys 45 years ago.
Maybe you can even do it in Sean's studio, just the first one.
Have to hurry up and do it, because by the time this airs, somebody's going to steal your idea. So
they always do.
TikTok.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell so we can let you know when we have a new show. Kawika Kahiapo, go check him out. Follow him on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Facebook at It's a Hawaii Thing. We'll see you guys next time.
Awesome.
Ahui ho.
Ahui ho.